Good afternoon. Today is the 12th of February and it's time to follow up on something that happened last year that I hinted might return in the future, and I'm pleased to say that it's going to. So as those of you who are long-time viewers of the channel will know, last year we undertook in October a thing called the Santa Pod £500 Challenge. Now, there were 4 channels who entered, including mine. The others were Planet Auto, who were sadly unable to make it. Rush Mechanic, which is my friend Mr. James Coleman. Matt Richardson from Furious Driving. And Lloyd's Mechanical Marvels. This time, I'm pleased to say that Planet Auto will be taking part. They bought their car for the challenge some time ago, and so it'll be an interesting thing to see how it does. Obviously, I will be taking part. The other channels, I'm not entirely sure at the moment. We'll have to see how that goes. But those of you who aren't familiar with the format, let me just explain how it works. So in April, we will be going to the Santa Pod Raceway in Bedfordshire, and we will be doing a timed quarter mile or series of timed quarter miles on their strip. They're very accurate actually there, and you know, we will be looking to get the fastest possible time in the cars that we choose to take. The way that it works is that we have to buy a car for less than £500 and keep the budget within the £500 limit for doing the car up. If the car needs an MOT, then it has to have an MOT. If it needs some other work to get it done, like my car that I took needed a new cam cover gasket and a service, then that has to come into the equation too. And so we take a car that we buy for less than £500 and we race it at the drag strip. And that sounds nice and simple. However, there's a bit more to it than that. There are other factors involved as well. So you have to buy and prepare the car for less than £500. You can't have actually had it before you are invited to the challenge. So you have to buy a car for the challenge. If you don't, then you lose points. Then if you buy any of the following things, you're not allowed to take part, or you get points knocked off. Peugeots, Citroens, Renaults and Fiats, they all lose points. The car must not have done more than 100,000 miles, you lose points. You can't bring a diesel, otherwise you're disqualified automatically. You must have some service history, and the other thing is that if you buy a Rover or an Alfa Romeo, then you gain points. Obviously, I bought a Rover last time, which was nice. We had a Hyundai Coupe, a Renault 11, and a Toyota Celica as well. Mr. Coleman, Rubbish Mechanic, and I did make some videos for Santa Pod event, but the most comprehensive ones you'll find will be either on the Furious Driving or Lloyd's Mechanical Marvels channel, if you want to see how that works and what happened. So we have to buy the cars and do them at less than £500. They have to be with the service history and under a certain mileage and no diesels. Obviously, as well, the car can't be written off or stolen knowingly. No category S, category N, that sort of thing. We also have to complete an economy run the day before we go to Santa Pod, which is on the Friday of the weekend. And then we have to get the cars back under their own power. So, you know, if you blow up at Santa Pod and you need to be recovered, then, well, you know, you might have lost. However, the points for actually coming under the £500 limit and for selling the car afterwards are quite extensive. So it is possible to get quite a number of points by keeping the spend down and then selling the car for a good amount of money at the end. As I've said, there will be more announced as the challenge goes on other channels who are taking part. Apart from Planet Auto, obviously they're definitely in for this. Having sadly missed out last time, they really want to do well this time, and there'll be other updates as we go. But yes, the car that I might have acquired for the challenge, that will be announced sometime soon as well. So yes, we'll see how that goes, and other announcements will follow. But it will be a lot of fun, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel to be informed as to what's going to be going on. There will be automotive hijinks, general japery, as we attempt to buy, do up, drive as economically as possible, race, and then sell the cars at the end. And there will be other channels announced here and also elsewhere. The dates that we'll be looking at are towards the end of April. We haven't quite decided which one of those it'll be, but that's roughly when it will be. Thank you very much indeed once again for watching. Don't forget to visit my Facebook page, facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. If you haven't subscribed already, then please do so to be informed about what's going on and other things, and switch on the notifications. I've also got a website, www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk. If you wish me to source a car for you, it can definitely be something that costs more than £500. That's generally what I do. And there's a contact tab on the front page there for you to get in touch with me directly. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching.